Newt's growth. That's what we'll talk about today at the lunch video. You know, I have a theory that, interestingly enough, Gingrich came up with the same theory independently, that politicians who are very prominent and then lose and then leave the scene and then come back as very different people than they left the scene originally. I wrote this in 1999 in the book called Power Plays. And I cited 3 examples of politicians who went away and came back and were very, very different. The first was Ronald Reagan. He was defeated in 1976 for president by Jerry Ford. And then he went away for several years and came back on the political scene in 1980. And the Reagan that ran in 80 was very different from the Reagan that ran in 76. In 76, he was really the apostle of the conservative movement. But by 1980, he was morning again in America. He was talking about unifying the country and getting the economy moving and getting out of the malaise Carter had brought it into. His themes were much more patriotic and much less ideological. And I noticed the same phenomenon in Abraham Lincoln, who was defeated for the Senate in 1858, running as an abolitionist. But then by 1860, when he was the Republican nominee, he didn't talk about slavery at all. He talked about the importance of union and opposing Southern secession. And I think it's the same kind of phenomenon with Gingrich, where in the 1990s, he was Mr. Right Wing, Mr. Cut the Budget, conservatism, social agenda, the whole bit. And now he's really running as a font of new ideas, creative solutions to problems that we have, innovative answers, and really a determination to get the country moving again, get us away from oil dependency, move us forward in the area of healthcare through basic research. He's become a very different person in this incarnation than he was in the 1990s. And I don't think you can discount in any way the growth that happens with an elected official when he leaves office. You know, come to think of it, in 1980, Bill Clinton, as governor of Arkansas, was a pretty doctrinaire liberal, and after he was defeated and came back in 82, he was much, much more of a centrist and a new Democrat, much like the transition that went on between 92 and 94, or 92 and 96. So defeat is one of the ultimate catastrophes in a politician's life. It's like being run over by a car. And it causes them to think and to reevaluate and to change their approaches. And I think we're looking at a much more creative, much nicer, much more interesting, more applied intelligence from Gingrich, rather than simply the tactician, the conservative general that we left in the 1990s. So tomorrow we're going to do a history video, and we're going to talk about the real story behind Pearl Harbor. Not that Roosevelt knew it was happening, but that in reality the United States sort of wanted it to happen, not as deadly as it was, but our policies were aimed at it. So come on back tomorrow. And in the meantime, buy our book, Dubs Goes to Washington and Discovers the Greatness of America. Makes a wonderful Christmas present for children 4 to 8 years old. Take care, and thanks for watching.